Shout out to the Hype Magazine.
And we right here with the Hype Magazine. You already know what it is.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another live session with the Hype Magazine. I'm your editor-in-chief, Jerry Doby. And this evening, I have the distinct pleasure of talking to a young lioness who just made her album debut. She's been rocking singles since 2020, but she's got this new piece called Yonae, and it's an amazing, amazing showcase. It's an amazing debut. If you had to ask for an angel to come down and sing happy birthday twice, is the angel that you want, because she's gonna put it down for you. There's a celebration of timbre, intonation changes. She's got nuances in her voice and her delivery that make it exciting, and you can't wait until get to the next verse and song. So I had it on replay. It's on my personal playlist. It's also on the Hype Magazine editorial editor picks playlist on Spotify. Go check it out. And welcome twice.
Yes, hey y'all. I'm really happy to be here.
I can see. I appreciate you. You're doing wonders for my ego right now. I got to tell you, we on this 9:30 on the East Coast. She's like, all right, I could be taking a nap, having dinner, having some peace, and you over here messing with me in the middle of the night about some music. But it's an amazing project. This is, 10 songs. I wasn't glad it was over. Song number 10, glad it's over. I wasn't glad it was over.
Thank you.
I'm not necessarily an R&B fan, but you have made me a fan of Twice. So,
oh my goodness.
All right. So look, I have done my best to introduce you and get everybody excited, but I would like to know, from the inside looking out, talk to me about the artist Twice.
Yes, well, I am Twice. I'm happy to be here. I am a indie R&B artist from Richmond, Virginia, born and raised on music. So I've always had a passion for music, always wanted to put my feelings and emotions into music. So I've grown to love it and wanted to make a career out of it. So that's where my love and passion for music came. I started as a child watching my mom and my family sing and make music. So I wanted to do the same thing. So that's the root of it. That's where it comes from. And now I am grown now. I am making my own music. I'm excited to share with everyone what I have out right now. So let's get into it. I'm ready. Let's talk.
Okay, so you grew up around a family of musical talent.
Yes.
Therefore, you might not have had much choice. Obviously, it's in the DNA. But was there a defining moment when you chose, or when music chose you, you feel, and you started to navigate this maze?
Yes, well, I definitely had two different breakthroughs. Of course, when I was younger and I finally was able to start singing with my mom and her gospel group, that definitely, struck me to want to go and just perform and sing, gospel music. I just had a love for performing, watching them perform and the crowd's reaction. Definitely found a love within that area of my life. And then when it came to me making my own music and stepping into my own lane and actually speaking about my emotions and the things I'm experiencing in life as a young woman, that came about in around 2018 when I was a sophomore in college. I finally decided to record my first song, Found You. And ever since then, I just have not wanted to stop. I just haven't stopped, and I'm going to keep on going.
So what I hear you saying to me is that music is like air. You got to have it.
Music is life.
There it is. There.
Yes, no, seriously. Music it's in the blood.
Okay.
For sure.
What's the most satisfying for you about making music right now?
It's very therapeutic. So, other people can relate. That's my favorite part of it, actually getting a response and actually, having people relate to the same things I'm going through and actually being able to put it into words so that other people can explain what they're going through. That's I've been mostly satisfied by that. And then also just the fact that I was able to, I go back and listen to my music and I'm like, I wrote this. How did my brain think of this? Where did this come from? So it's like that's definitely say one of the most the most satisfying parts of being an artist is actually being able to go back and like really give yourself a little bit of credit, you know, like you got the talent, don't stop, keep it going, you know, so.
Yeah, it's okay to acknowledge that you're great at something. You know, we don't do it to be second best. It's not necessarily a competition with anyone else, competition with yourself. But, you know, within our culture, wearing our uniform, oftentimes it's difficult for us to transition into self-acceptance, self-congratulation, being able to say, you know what, I am great. And it's okay for me to be great. So I'm very inspired to hear you say that you accept.
Look, it's been a long time coming. I'm telling you, I haven't always had this confidence. I've definitely built it, and I still have my days sometimes. I'm sure we all do, you know, wake up sometimes and, you know, just kind of question, you know, what's going on, what's really like bringing everything, summarizing everything that's really going on in your life and just kind of, you know, kind of bringing some type of doubt. But I always end up finding that way, you know, I always end up finding that motivation or something that's going to kind of remind me to, you know, kind of like really be confident in myself and also like be humble about it. Like, you know, because don't get me wrong, like it's amazing to be confident in yourself, but also just being able to speak because you know that you're getting a certain response because of another person's emotions and their feelings about something, and them being able to relate it kind of feels a lot different. That's a different type of confidence, if you ask me. And I might be talking too much, but I mean, that's just, you know,
you're fine. You're
kind
good.
of where it built from.
It's not my job to tell your story. It's your job to tell your story. I'm just here to facilitate and guide the conversation. So, you know, don't look at it as an interview, as a conversation. Two people who, I love music. I can't make a lick of music. I'm trying to learn to play the guitar.
We got to get you in the studio.
I just need some lessons. Look, Fender sent me this doggone Stratocaster to learn how to play, and I'm like, it's been a year. I think that thing has been out of the case twice. I learned how to tune it and fret it. I don't have time to make music, but I love and appreciate those that can. And I started, just a little backstory. I started as a national street team person, right? So I worked for studios, and I would drive across the country hanging posters. And that's another reason why I don't fly, is because I'm used to driving, right? So destroying and vandalizing cities as artists are covered in before, right? So I wanted to ask you, what is the wildest song creation moment for you? And I'll give you an example. So, like I said, I promote music. I'm sitting in the studio with Rapper Forte and one of the OGs, and we're playing dominoes in the studio. And nobody's making music. The engineer's sitting there. We got a 4-way game going, right? Somebody said something slick and clever. And somebody responded and said something else. Within 5 minutes, the domino game was over. I was there, abandoned, just me and the Ivories, as they left me and went to the booth and started creating a song. So what has been like your wildest, oh, I got to get in the booth right now moment?
I've had a few. Let me talk about one of the most recent ones. So my manager and CPR are always on me about making sure I have lyrics done, backgrounds done, everything done before I go into the studio. And recently we like right before the album dropped, I think like when we were finishing up on recording and everything, you know, before we sent it off and stuff, we were in the studio doing final touches. And it was on this part of the song that I did not have yet. It was like a small, like 4 bars or something that I did not have. And the beat kept playing. And something just eventually just clicked. It just clicked like right then and there. And I was like, run the beat back. And I was able to just write it. I figure out the lyrics, and I already had the melody, but figure out the lyrics because of the just being able to sit into the studio and like actually listen to what I already have. When I recorded, I had that like one like moment where it just all came together, and I was actually finally able to put into those lyrics that I was not able to get yet. So that was definitely a recent moment.
Okay.
Definitely like my most recent.
Was that on this project?
Yes, it was on Yonae.
Okay. All right.
Cloud Nine, one of my favorites.
She said it. Yonae, what's the name of the song?
Cloud Nine.
Cloud Nine. Okay.
Yes, right. Track number 9.
So we are here to talk with Twice about her album debut, her debut album, however you want to put it, whatever's the best way in English for you to absorb it. It's a banging project. It's called Yonae. Now, what is your meaning for the title?
Yonae. Well, Yonae is my middle name for artists. I mean, for the audience who don't know me, I am, Yonae is my middle name. So just being able to have an alter ego and me figuring out, I love the name Yonae. It's from my dad's name, Yon. So, I just kind of wanted to put that alter ego, make it, something that really was a part of me. And of course, my name is. So my alter ego was Yonae. I mean, it's pretty so amazing. That's where Yonae came from for sure. Okay. And so Yonae is like my spicy side, like, my more adult, grown, expressive side.
Okay. We're not gonna follow that. We're not gonna follow. I'm not following you down the yellow brick road on that one. Not happening.
What's
not happening.
Yellow brick?
So there's multiple meanings for Yonae. It's cool to know that it is derived from your father's name, Yon, right? But it's amazing that you're an entertainer because it actually means kind, entertainer, and handsome. And it's based on numerology, the number 6, actually. So it is part of the Trinity, with 3 being the number of God, 3, 6, 9, 9 being the perfect number. Anyway, so that's something else. And also from the Korean side, there's a Korean version that talks about modern love. So the word has a universal meaning. It's amazing. And just the fact that you're an entertainer and you make beautiful songs about self-love, love in general, and it just all fit. And I thought I'd share that with you. Not that you care.
I love that. I do care.
But I cared enough to know, I'm like, Yonae, I've heard that before somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
And, so
I do care. I love that you shared that with me. I won't forget that.
I'll look out now. I did something nice.
Yeah, thank you. Because I've never even researched it. I just know it's a part of me, So it's good to know that it's deeper meaning to a part of me.
You're living up to something you didn't even know about.
Right, exactly. You learn something new every day.
Look at that.
So, every day.
What was the inspiration behind Yonae?
Well, like I said, I started doing my music and I started recording my own music. I started writing years back. But I started recording sophomore year of college, and I was making I've always had a love for old school R&B, like that pop sound, that beautiful, that feeling you get driving down the highway with your homegirls in the car with the windows down, kind of like we all in love or we all just got our heart broken kind of vibe. Just that old school R&B vibe. I used to have like a very innocent sound and a very innocent, demeanor about, my music, my Twice. So, when I first, when I started working on this project, when me and CPR first met, when we first started using his beats, when we first met up and was picking beats for, me to start writing to and stuff, I kept talking about, I want to change my stage name. I want to change my stage name to Yonae. But remind you, Twice is just who I am. Twice is way back. That came from way back. So everybody's like, no, you don't need to change your name, but I'm still wanting to change my name. But now I got this team surrounded by me, continuously reminding me, like, just remember where you came from. Like, this can be like, like, so then I had this idea of having an alter ego. I'm like, okay, so instead of me changing my name and changing who I am, who everybody already know as Twice, instead of changing my name, let's, have an alter ego. And then the debut album became more personal. It became like, these topics became more realistic. I'm talking about everything, talking about what I'm going through in life, actually talking about depression, that's the intro of the song where Ne-Yo introduces the album. But like, talking about realistic stuff.
Don't be stealing my thunder. I ain't mentioned Ne-Yo yet. Don't be
Oh,
stealing
I'm
my
sorry.
thunder.
Ignore I said that, audience. Ignore I said that. Ignore I said that. But no, seriously, also, like, with this album, I'm like more like, I'm more experienced. I have more stuff that happened to me in life, or like I got bills to pay. I didn't have multiple relationships since I was Twice. So just the growth is building. So that's pretty much where Yonae came about. That's pretty much where it came about, and it's a beautiful alter ego that I love bringing out of me. I love bringing Yonae out.
Okay.
I just love, having both and being able to be both, because it's both a part of me.
Okay. So what I'm understanding you to say is that, you had an evolution and you got to meet yourself again. Therefore, you've met yourself twice.
Come on now. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
You just read my life. No, that was so, thank you. Thank you. You put that into perfect words.
I've been practicing.
You're amazing.
I've been practicing for a little while. I'm
I
almost
love
60. I do. So now that you broke the ice, you're talking about Ne-Yo. How did the collaboration with Grammy Award winning singer-songwriter Ne-Yo come about for Twice on this project?
Ne-Yo is so amazing. He's like one of my greatest, my favorite songwriters, R&B artists, dancer, all of the above. He's just an amazing entertainer. And my team knew that. They know Ne-Yo is like my top 5 of all time. So I love getting into the story, but it's very emotional. So I lost my uncle to a drunk driving accident almost 2 years ago. And he, passed away after being in a coma for 6 months. So a long time coming. And we had his memorial service after he passed. And CPR came to the memorial service to come and support, be there for us as a family, because he, eventually became a part of our family. So, he was there to support and like, be there for us. And he came and he pulled me and my mom to the side after, we grieved and we started to, just celebrate and have a good time. He pulled us to the side and he's like, so I talked to Ne-Yo, he's introducing your album. I'm like, wait a second. Like, I'm talking, this is at his memorial service. This is like a moment that, I would never forget, just because it was like so significant. The timing was perfect. I needed to hear it, And he's like, I talked to Ne-Yo, he's introducing your album. Like, we're going to be working with Ne-Yo. I'm like, I need to see the proof. Or, and then he showed me and boom, listen to the intro of the song and Ne-Yo is introducing the whole album. So, just it's just an amazing, it was just, the timing was everything, and the way it came about. Some people are meant to be in your life, some people are meant to just be loved by you, and just you know what I'm saying. Right. So it was just, timing was everything. It was just communication, and shout out to my managers, because they're always working and they gonna get the job done no matter what. So
it's a sensitive,
definitely,
yet amazing moment.
For sure.
Everything commingled, the grief, yes, and then the great news as an artist, the grief on the personal side, and, bringing just, even if just a moment, a smile.
Right.
At time is important.
Right.
So sorry for your loss. And
thank you.
It was
like, a good feeling though. It was like a reminder to never give up. Like, my uncle used to always support my music. It was just like literally the perfect time, and like a reminder, just don't stop. Like, I'm not physically there, but I'm still there. I'm rooting for you. I can't say it, but I'm here, So right. Yeah. Everything worked out.
So CPR is the physical embodiment of making it happen, but was looking down and had blessed it. Like, right now she needs me. Right now she
Right
needs me.
there. Yep. Right there.
It's amazing how the universe and this esoteric world works. I
For
believe
sure.
in it, even if everybody else doesn't. I don't care. But things like that prove that there are moments in time when, different levels, different dimensions of the universe connect and
Right.
happen special things for special people who
Right.
are in need emotionally. You spoke about, and it's something that I don't want to let you off the hook on, mental health. And, it's already stressful as a creative. I have found, now I'm a Gemini, there's 36 of me. And I know I have challenges, but being a creative, entrusting your innermost feelings and art to an audience who may smash, your dream is a difficult thing for an artist to trust that piece of you, because I presume, like I said, I don't make music, but I feel that each song is an actual piece of you. It's the tangible representation of something that you felt, and you pulled it all together and presented it for the world to review and judge oftentimes. So mental health is a key thing that, for creatives who are, y'all sensitive. Let's just say y'all sensitive. So not sensitive in a bad way, but you're aware.
Yeah,
You're
for
aware of
sure.
yourself and the world on
Right.
a different level than the person who's just, going to their 9 to 5 and changing diapers and putting dinner on the table. You're making something to give to the world. And so how have you, as an independent artist, with the individual struggles that are that, being a woman, being new to the game, how have you managed your mental health? What keeps you going when you have moments of weakness?
Oh, that's deep.
I'm sorry. You thought it was
That's
just going to be a
real deep.
playtime? This is not playtime.
Oh, well, look, I ain't scared to answer deep questions. I mean, I didn't think it was playtime. I just got to think about my answer. Well, I would definitely love to say, like, the people I have around me, my supporters, my
Right.
friends, like, like my mom, my sister, CPR, like, like the team, like just having people around you that can uplift you, like even when you're down. Like I talk to my mom every day. I talk to my best friends every day. Like, so if I get down one day, they can tell, they'll most likely do something and, brighten my day up. But it's very hard to balance being a independent artist and a 9 to 5 person. I am both. I am not one or the other. I don't I'm not making a living off of my music yet. I still have to work a job.
Oh, you will.
So yeah, so I
You
still have to
will.
work a job. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's like, it's not easy at all. So like my mental health can, like, I can get down. Like I can get down in a hole like real quick. I can just wake up on the wrong side of the bed one day because I'm just like, I was at work till 11 o'clock. So the next morning I got to wake up at 8 o'clock and I'm like, rinse and repeat, eat, sleep, wake up, go to work, do it again, kind of thing. So it's not easy for sure, but the people that I have around me 100% push me to just keep it moving, and we all reciprocate the same energy. So it's like, we all kind of like, have that motivation or that energy in each other. Now it's not always easy though, because if you're going through it and somebody else is going through it as well, don't get me wrong, like you have to dig yourself out of the hole that you're in if like, other people around you are down. But at the same time, it's still good to have that love and just like that energy around you. That's how it is for me. And I'm honestly very thankful about the people I have around me. So because it's really not easy to balance it out at all.
Right. Yeah. I didn't mean, I know I sound gruff sometimes. I'm retired military, so I can come off gruff. But when I said it's not playtime, this is I listen to your music, you know what I mean? And you're not a fluff conversation because you don't make fluff music.
Right.
You've got depth, you've got soul in the R&B. You feel me?
Right.
there's an old soul there, and you deliver. So I'm taking you very seriously. So
Thank you.
I want to make sure that we get all the juice out of the meat, so to speak. And I apologize. No, I don't. All you vegans can kiss my grits. I'm trying to get all the juice out of the meat
Get
on
it
this doggone
all.
conversation. You feel me?
Look, I approve his message.
Twice.
But no, seriously, like it is very tough. We all, as adults, like entering adulthood is a challenge. Just entering it alone is a challenge. So getting later on, like later on in it just gonna get harder. You just gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna find a way to deal with all the trauma and the depression you're going through. You're gonna eventually build happiness as long as you continue to push and you actually look for it. You actually find a better way to live your life and just never give up doing it. And again, the intro of my album discusses all of this. It expresses how I'm getting through it and how I feel on a day-to-day basis. So please go check that out. It's on Yonae, out now on all platforms.
And it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes.
You could tell the care and the love that was put into this project, the details, the nuances, your flow and the way you navigate through the different levels of the music, the use of timbre, the use of intonation, your spacing and timing, all are very impactful. You've done this masterfully. You wouldn't know that this is your first, album. If it was just a single or something like that, you'd be like, okay, she had a good single, right? No, this is a great album. This is a great body of work. This is an amazing, cohesive piece of art that
Thank you.
logically, it's sequenced well. The production, obviously, CPR had, y'all great team. So I'm very happy and pleased to be able to introduce you to our audience. And I wish you much continued success. So, everything's not about music. Outside of the music, you have a very serious item that you support, a cause that you support, the Cameron Alopecia Hero Foundation.
Yes.
It's an organization that you support with your sister who battles symptoms of alopecia. Talk to me about your involvement. Talk to me about the foundation and your involvement, how you're involved.
Definitely. So my sister Cameron, she is now 17. She was diagnosed with alopecia when she was 2 and has had it since she was 1.5. And there hasn't been many, cures for her upcoming, like when she was coming up. And she's always been bullied in school, always been picked on, questioned about what her condition was. Why was she always wearing a hat? People wanting to pick on snatching it off, just bullying. Like it just, don't get me into that because I'd be ready to fight. But anyway, so my mom raised me and my sisters to be extremely supportive of each other. And my sister, she's always battled like bullies. She's always had these insecurities because of Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Were you listening to the music?
I didn't hear music.
Oh, good. Because I flipped over my microphone. That's why I put it on mute. I thought you heard that big bump. And my clumsiness. But
that's okay.
But go ahead. I'll edit that out. Go ahead.
Okay. So just actually witnessing and watching my sister grow up, going through this and just wanting to be there for her and wanting to always remind her that she's beautiful and her not realizing her beauty because of what everybody else is saying. Watching her eventually grow up to love who she is inspires me. So my mom started her Alopecia Foundation to where we can build up other people's confidence and show that it takes time, it takes healing, and it takes love to actually be able to wear your crown and own it. So that's pretty much what the foundation is. She has glasses. She has a glasses line, hats. You know, she's working on skincare. So, you know, my sister, she's doing all these big things and she's only 17. And she recently, at her age, for the first time in school, took off her hat. She took off her hat and just showed everybody, like, this is me. I love me for me. And she models with a purpose. That's what she is. She's a model and she has a purpose. So definitely it's just, you know, I'm 100% behind my sister and I always will be. And I'm always supported. Y'all follow Cameron Alopecia Hero on Instagram. It's at Cameron Alopecia Hero on Instagram.
You know what?
Talk about it.
I hate bullies. And
right?
you know, I hate bullies. And I grew up with 9 sisters and a mother. And each one of them went through their own challenges. One of my sisters has the skin rash disease, where your skin's all dry and all that. I used to fight pretty much every other day. Psoriasis, I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
And so, yeah, and I used to fight pretty much every other day. I was always getting kicked out of school. It's amazing that I was able to get an education. But I understand, you know, how deep that hurts, not just the person who's suffering, but for those on the outside looking in.
Right.
You're not feeling her specific pain because she's got double pain. She's suffering from the condition. They are suffering from the condition, and, you know, outside forces are making them feel bad about it, as if they've done something wrong, or
exactly,
you know,
like it's my fault that I'm this way, and I'm a love that, you know, like even I can't control that I'm this way, but you can grow to love it. You can definitely grow to love it.
Yeah, I think, you know, and although adults may not be as forward in making fun of people like that, but we all know that sisters, look, we from the uniform in the community where, you know, folks be talking that trash under their breath, you know what I mean? Or try to talk slick. Ain't nobody stupid. Everybody knows what you're talking about. So we need to love people and understand they're already going through a hard time. They're questioning their health. And, you know, that could, you know, to use a Reaganomics term, you know, trickle down effect would be mental health challenges, and the mental health creating additional physical health. Challenges. It's all bad. It's all bad. I'm not gonna get emotional. Not. But I feel you, and you know, shout out to Cameron. Handling this young line is gonna be all right. And I would love to know, because I'll keep you on here all night. I'm having a ball with you. I would love to know, and I know it's early on and the album is, you know, pretty much just dropped. You haven't had a chance to get behind it and tour and things like that. But as you started in 2020, started dropping, was there a highlight interaction with a fan that solidified your commitment to the craft? They said, you know what, you made a difference for me. You met me where I'm at, and keep going.
I do.
Do you want to share?
I do. My girl Talasia, I'm gonna go ahead and shout her out because we are still really close friends till this day.
Okay.
When I first wrote my track "Lost You," when I was posting snippets of it on my story, like just little snippets. It could be the smallest little part of the song, and she would just she would message me every single time. She's like, oh my gosh, when are you dropping this? I dropped the snippet. She's already making like videos, singing the song as if she knows the words. I'm like, you haven't even heard the song yet. You know, and when she heard the whole song, like it's like she like became like, you know, one of my biggest fans. Like she was just like, you are so amazing, you know, and I will never forget that. And we're still really close friends to this day. Like she's like a little sister to me now, but that definitely was like one of those moments where I was just like, you know, and I did not know her at the time, remind you. You know, like, I didn't know her at the time. She just followed me on Instagram.
Okay.
And it just that was just one of those moments I would never forget that, because that was the second or third song that I like wrote for my first project Phases, my first EP Phases. That was like the second or third song I wrote. And I wasn't putting out my music yet. I was just writing and recording. And when I would post snippets of it, she just would not stop. And it was just like, thank you. Like you're motivating me to keep making music for this project.
Okay.
Definitely a song.
Okay. Well, and this may not have been where you were going with your song, but my pick from the joint. Let me ask you first. Is there a song from this project that for a first-time listener you would say best introduces Twice the artist and maybe gives a inkling of insight to Twice the person?
Can I name like
You can
2
name
or 3?
I asked for one, but okay.
Okay, so I can definitely say the intro again, for sure. That definitely, you know, states who I am, what I'm going through in my life. So I think that will definitely define me and my life as of today.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
if we are talking about sound wise and what shows my style of my style of music, my sound,
Yeah.
I definitely would go with YDKAU, CPS Gladys Over.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a sneak Cloud9 in there. I know I said 3, but I had to come with the 4th one. Sorry.
That's all good. It's all good. You know what I've always found is difficult to get an answer from an artist about a song on their project because all of them mean something to them.
I know. It's like I wanted to name so many.
It's like I got 10 fingers. You want me to only choose one? Okay, not good.
Like, come on now.
Well,
for sure.
Go ahead. I should have chose me.
Okay.
Maybe not for the reason that you created it, but the title itself just reminds me of the times when I put unworthy people over myself.
Okay.
And I should have chose myself as opposed to, you know, acquiescing to their wants and needs.
Yes.
Not taking care of mine. That's how I took it. What did you really mean?
So with Shoulda Chose Me, it's pretty much a breakup song where I like, you know, kind of express to the guy that, you know, I should have been chosen because at the end of the day, now you're regretting not choosing me.
Mm-hmm.
You should have chose me when I was down for you.
Mm.
You know, when I was actually chasing after you, when I wanted to make it work, when like, you know, we were at a honeymoon stage, like, you know, you should have chose me in all those situations when all those females kept throwing themselves at you instead of cheating. You know, you could have chose me. You could have chose me at the end of the day instead of tossing me away like I'm nothing. And shout out to 2wicee. 2wicee is a feature on that single. So y'all check her out as well.
Amazing project. Yeah, that one sticks out for me. Like I said, I knew it wasn't what you meant, but I was like, damn, you know what? This is what it made me think of. Okay, you messed up, but I messed up by giving in to you. So I should have chose me. Doggone it. I love it. I'm with you. 100%. You got a friend over here. Trust me. You got a friend over here. Keep making music.
I'm
We're going to be
correct.
talking about you for 10, 15, 20 years. I don't have much longer than that. So, you know, we're going to talk about
Don't say that.
what? I'm 60. Man,
That don't mean nothing.
are you paying attention to these fools out here? Who wants to be around for another 50 years of that? No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, touche.
You know, I'm going to get my next 20, 30 years out. I'll be 80. That's enough, ain't it? You know, I also wanted to reach back about 30 minutes ago. You made a mention that included the word humble. I have disavowed the word humble because it's a social construct. It's a human construct. I'm grateful instead. You've been blessed with a gift. It's not something you earned. It's something God said, I need her to have this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
I'm going to make sure that she is inspired and how did the church mothers put it? I forget. It's been that long since I've been to church. But so I could be a fool sometimes. You have a lot to be grateful for. Nothing to be humble for. Because, in my opinion, this is just me. I got a lot of gray hair, so I might know something. But you've worked hard, you've endured, and you've made it through. And your energy has acted like a magnet that drew strong team members to you to help you push forward. Whereas, you know, on the surface, humble might be a sufficient term. Grateful might be the more appropriate. That's my old thing. I don't want you to get caught up or let anyone push you into being humble and accepting, oh, I need to be humble. No, that's a social construct. I'm grateful for every opportunity. I'm grateful for the gift. And I'm grateful that I am great enough to impact other people's lives. And it's okay to say.
I love that. I love that. I love that.
Okay. I'm out your business now, though.
No, I really love that though.
Talk to me about college. We're gonna have a little fun.
Oh goodness, you don't want to know nothing about college. You don't want to know nothing
Don't
about
make me
college.
crack up like that. People hear me, you know that. They can't see me.
Now, college was an experience for sure.
Were you a scholarship student or out of pocket?
Out of pocket.
Okay, so now that can lead me to my next question. During college, did you stay at home or did you stay on campus?
On campus.
Okay. What was your favorite struggle meal in college?
Cup noodles. Cup noodles. The spicy beef on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Lord, you can't tell me nothing. I still eat it to this day. Man. Same time, and I don't care what microwave it is. I don't care what water. Just going on 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Hey, mine was Doritos, nacho cheese Doritos, and cream cheese with orange crush.
Cream cheese and Doritos.
Amazing combination. I needed something filling. I couldn't afford to buy meat. So I used cream cheese.
So like a little nacho bag.
Yeah. So I do like that. And then, you know, that was my struggle. I still eat it though.
Exactly.
My wife of 20 years looks at me like, that's just nasty. Like, woman, I've been eating this since you met me. It's been nasty for 20 years, brother. I love it.
Look, if it tastes good, look, did she try it?
Hey, she has tried it. She hasn't tried it twice.
And she's still knocking it.
Well, my youngest shorty, she will eat a whole tub of cream cheese and a party-sized bag of Doritos.
Oh my goodness.
With my combination. But she likes Dr. Pepper. as opposed to Orange Crush. So anyway, that's fun. Look, is there anything Twice that you wanted to cover that I may have neglected thus far?
I think we talked about everything. I definitely think we talked about everything. I would like to say, of course, y'all can follow me on Instagram at 2wicee. That is 4 E's. And there is a link in my bio that's going to lead you to everything for sure. My music videos are out. Everything, all the platforms that my album is on, you can go check that out. All of my interviews, like with Channel 12 and everything like that, MVA, it's on there. Y'all can definitely check it out. I got some traveling videos on my Instagram, just check me out. And if you are an aspiring artist, you want to be great, don't give up. We are pushing together. Don't give up. If you believe in yourself, if you have people that believe in you, keep working, keep growing, just do not give up and keep pushing. And that's pretty much all I have. I don't think we missed anything.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure you wasn't getting ready to start a movie or something.
No, not yet. We definitely traveling to different places all year. Each month we going to somewhere new. So
okay, all right.
yeah,
Are
be
you
on the
guys going to
lookout.
be South by Southwest this month? Are you dropping in to Austin, Texas for South by Southwest?
Not this month. We're not stopping by this month, but we might discuss it for later this year.
It'll be next year. It's only
Next
one
year.
year festival. Yeah, it's 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I didn't know if you were, rolling through. I just want to make sure, because I'm going to be there, and if you were going to be there performing, wherever venue you were at, I was coming, so I could see. So,
oh, yay! Well, we'll let you know. We'll let you know about the next one.
That'll work. That'll work. Tour plans that you know of?
I mean, just us for right now. Just us. Going out of town each month to promote. That's all we have right now, as of right now. But turn on my post notifications on Instagram so you can see everything I post. And when we do have tour dates or anything coming up, we'll definitely have that announced on Instagram.
All right. Look, her name is Twice. The project is Yonae. It is amazing. For debut, it sounds like she's been doing this for 20 years.
Thank you.
Are levels to this, and I think the church brought in, embedded the soul and taught her how to bring it out and to emote with her voice and control the emotions. This album, Yonae, 10 joints. It's a full service project. It takes you through an entire range of emotions, from excitement to frustration to relief, and it made me a fan.
Thank you.
I appreciate your work. I want you to keep going. I wish you nothing but continued success. And
Thank you.
Y'all go get that. Support this young lioness. She's going to make a difference, and she is bringing something to the table that actually contributes to the fabric of the music community.
Yes, thank you.
She's not here just to take.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I appreciate you.
It's been an honor. Shout out to you.
The honor's mine.
Yes. Shout out to you. Shout out to the team, Top Sperm, my management, all of the above. Thank you for having me.
All right, everybody. The Hype Magazine live sessions twice. Yonae's album. Go get it. It's on all DSPs right now. And make sure you follow her and stay tuned. Support this young line, and she's doing something great. And also, we want to remind you to go check out the Cameron Alopecia Hero Foundation. If you can support, if it's nothing more than a share of a post, a tweet, Instagram post, or whatever, this is something that came to global attention because of a slap, but now we have a young lady here talking about a family member and what it means to them, and the things that she's experienced standing beside her sister, from bullying to trying to elevate. And shout out, Cameron, for your courage, standing up to people, and finally saying, you know what? To hell with y'all. Off came the and this is me. I love me. And I wish you much continued success. Until the next time that we get a chance to talk, which I do look forward to.
Me too.
Yeah.
Peace.
As an artist, we should reflect the time.
Why you so talented?
Cause I'm black.
Why you so amazing?
Cause I'm black.
It's really important that we build characters so that people understand their story matters.
2 Chainz and I both are just really into good food.
And when you know you are royalty, you will only aim in life to be royalty.
We're doing it right now. I don't give a damn what they say about me. Yes, I called your ass out. I know I shouldn't be saying this kind of.
Shout out to Hype Magazine Network.
Shout out to the Hype Magazine Network.